There is no truth for us to know and what we were really in or what we were really up against. On Saturday, when I went there in the morning, I was part of the members. We all dressed in white because I get to understand that we all should wear white, and it is communion service and baptism service. So we all dressed in white and we went there, and when we were there, we get like update from the adjutant or the minister them and so what to do and so forth. So when we were there, he would say to us, he soon be there, so we should line up face to face, like you face me, you face you, and we should spread on the toil along the walkway because he's gonna walk on them to go. And they were saying that they should say some verbal because they speak soft, everybody didn't hear what they were saying and so forth. So they were there lining up until he came up. And when he came up, I saw another vehicle came in behind his vehicle, a diplomat, not diplomat. I knew I saw a police lady and someone dressed in like brown uniform like an inspector, something like that, and some other people came out of that vehicle and another car were there. I thought those people were from St. Catherine, Spanish or something like that. The secretary came out and said everyone should have $1,444.04 into the envelope. So he said, everybody were running around getting silver to get the full amount that he said to put in it. Definitely, I didn't have any money. I only borrowed $1,000 from my family to go there this Saturday morning. So I end up borrow $1,000 from a church sister, and I get 500 from one, and I get another 5 from one. So I end up with $1,445 in my hand. So we were neighbor calls for us to line up to go in around the other side, and everybody lined up, and we were there in the line for about maybe 2-3 hours. The rain came down, sun, everything, and we were without shoes and all those stuff, and people were cramping, your foot were cramping and all those things because some people don't use to barefoot. Half an hour after, I saw the policeman went in, the one in the khaki, so I saw barefooted, went in, and he came out back. I saw the lady in the blue went in.
What time was that?
Maybe about in the 4:30 was time. And I saw the other man, I don't know if that one from the big country, they came out but they were sad. And they hang down their head and walk past us in line. And he said, oh, they look so sad and they were happy so during the day. And somebody said, His Excellency run them out. So we say, strange. Anyway, we were there waiting for our name to call or whatever to go inside. Everybody was just waiting patiently. We didn't rush, we didn't quarrel, we just waiting patiently. We were on fasting. Everybody told that everybody should not eat. We should be on fasting. So everybody was on fasting. So eventually, at about maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, he would call in. Most of the men first went in. And then after that, before we went in, we have to wash our foot before we went in. And then when we went in, he told us, put the offering in the basket and the envelope in the basket. And I think they say we have to have cornmeal to put on the altar. So I said, I first noticed we take care of them something go into church. Like we never really giving out like cornmeal or so. And he said it's strange. Anyway, when I went in, he said I should put my offering in the basket and something on the table. When my hand was actually close in the sheet that wrapped me, So both the offering, the envelope, and the cornmeal fell into the basket. I almost attempt to take out the cornmeal, but it's like some push me and leave it. And I heard like he said, And I walked out. He said, come. And he planned to swear to God, like he would put us in a certain category, like he would choose the angel in category, and he would place us where to live, where to go, and that's how he positioned us when we went in. When we were leaving, he said to us, all of you get up, turn your back, walk out, don't look at me. Don't let your wing or your sheet touch the ground, because it is going to dirt you up and it not to touch the ground. And we take our time, we walk patiently out, and we all came out and we tried to find our way to our home. So everybody was like leaving in different directions, so we didn't get to see each other or talk to each other because I went home about 2:11 at night.
So what was so strange about that Saturday that sort of make you get a little suspicious? Listen to all that you have just described.
Yes.
What was so strange?
What was strange is the offering, the cornmeal that he asked him to distribute. The girl that came out when he said that, he said she got we will call him a command to give it to us. So we have to take it. So we did send go to see if we could get buy some for ourselves, but the person went a couple places, she didn't get it, and she went other places and she buy like 20 pounds to share to for everybody. He told us, I think it was either the Wednesday or the Friday, or a week, that we're going to have a flood, tsunami, and it's going to start it from Trelawney down to Pier 1. And as the Bible said, if you are in the field or in the house, you're not to run back to take clothes or anything, as the scripture will teach us then. We should run to the mountain for rescue. Each prophecy that he would prophesy, we would see it fulfilled. Yeah, so we were believing them say he was a prophet, and we were going along with it. Right. So when he said it's gonna be a flood, and we must buy up food stuff and all, the things that gonna happen, you're not gonna get any food, places gonna sell out, and you must buy food stuff, stock up the house and all those stuff. He always told us that things coming, and if he told us, like say before the COVID, he would tell us that he saw a white tent pitch, the soldier, the police and all those stuff, and after a while everything just happened. So we would always believe them. Say whenever time he prophesy or tell us something, it come to pass. So we keep along believing that it's a true thing, because whatever he said, it always happened. So we keep on believing in him that he's a prophet then, and we don't want to disbelieve anything that he prophesy and all those stuff. So we believe now. When she called me and said he said we should drop everything and come, we said, but on Monday, so how come it changes so quick? So we said, what's going on? Anyway, she said she's at Anchor. We said, well, if you can't ask the driver, if he can drive and come and pick me up, maybe they can do what I do. I never know that they were saying to come in the ark. So when I went to the church that evening about 6 o'clock, I saw a lot of members outside the church door, the church gate, outside on the road. They were all barefooted and stuff like that, and then he started calling names. And those people, when he called him, there was a guy at the gate, he would open the gate and let them in. And like somebody identify himself, who is at my gate, someone would identify himself, and would say you're not on the list. Those things until that lady that went in, that they said her throat was slashed. Her name were called and she was going inside. She make an attempt for about 2 times to go inside or 3 times, and they said you cannot come in. If you come in without your stuff, you're not gonna come out back. But we didn't know that you have to bring like your things, suitcase with your clothes and all those stuff. We didn't know. I didn't know. Because we went there with I went there with only a rag and my Bible and nothing. I'm going to church. This church I'm going. So when I went there and saw the people there outside, when some of them came call and they were going in, they had suitcase, hand with clothes, and we were saying, "How is this possible?" And we never have no knowledge of this. What's going on? I saw things throwing out from out the church over the balcony. I said, "What's going on?" And then, I mean, things were not looking at the time like how I expect to go and see. I expect to go and see His Excellency into a room or something. He wasn't in a room. And because of the confusion of the people, everybody were trying to rap, everybody were trying to talk how they don't have any things to take in, and then get to understand they cannot come out if they go inside. I heard when somebody's like he would say, kill it. But I don't know what he was saying, killing it. I don't know what, but I know I saw a cow. They're real and prawns with him tail line back. So through me know say me can run fast. Me was standing near to the small gate. So we step sideway that if a stampede, me can't get that the stampede, me want to protect myself. Everybody started to run because we don't know if it's the big gate that cow was gonna run through or what. So we took away. And it's there and then now I saw police drive up. One passed first go up, then another one came, stop in the middle of the road below the gate. And then I saw all the police take cover and pointing the gun up there. And then I saw soldier. I said, "No, what's going on? Something not right here, man."
So you never get inside?
No, we didn't go inside. A lot of us outside. A lot of us outside. So we were there and we were praying because we still never understand what was going on that time. We have no idea what was taking place earlier on. We are all there innocent. Never understand what's going on up until now. And we were there until the soldier came, then more soldier came, then more police came, and they were talking to each other, signaling each other, and said they must take cover because he was giving like direction or signal what to do or whatever. And one of the time I heard he was praying and asking like God should send fire and the wicked police force who squads like came down upon the true Hebrew Israelites, something like that. And I heard one of the police say the man send fire upon them, and they were shooting up there, and I was just looking up there to see if they were gonna kill because a lot of people were kneeling down on the veranda with him up there. They were kneeling down praying. So we were there praying down there and said, "Oh God, none of them did or anything." But when I hear the gunshots, and I still looking at him and I saw he no shot reach him or anything. I said, "This not look right. This man look like a real prophet with you." That in my mind at the time, because when you're shooting at somebody and you see a shot can't catch them to the amount of shot they say go up here. I mean, they say, "What's going on?" And we were there praying until the soldier said, "Move those people over there in white. Let them move from there. And we were there praying until I heard a soldier, some came up on here, running up on you, cursing a lot of bad word and said, "Oh, one man, I'm afraid that me pass it, me will kill you, what's it not, man, what's it, man." Me said, "Lord Jesus, how are they going on tonight?" But we were just looking up the church to see what was going on, and then a lot of police, they surround the whole place, every angle of police. After the police, them say, "Bring up no tear gas, man," and the soldier. And they going for the tear gas, and I was standing at one corner. I could look up on the veranda where he was sitting, and I remember one time I saw a tall, broad shoulder man like it was a green type bush jack, and he was shaking up himself as if like he was saying that like somebody would say I'm okay or whatever. And I was keeping my eyes closed to see what was going on. And then I remember again, I saw he was sitting in the chair and he was circling his neck, and I heard him say, "Get me out of this body, get me out of this body." And then after the police started to throw the tear gas and all those stuff over there, I don't see anybody else in the chair. And then they take us from there and take us down to the other end where the other rest of people and the soldier and police was. And that's where he is until they called for the truck. And when they tear off the ply that was at the gate and started to swarm the churchyard now, we were way down to the other end, so we did not know what was going on up there at the time until they take out the people that was inside and they came out and they all shaking. So, and they were, everybody was in shock and pain and grief and everything. And we said, oh my God, what really was going on? And we even up until the time we didn't even get knowledge of what was taking place inside. When we go by the station, we go down in the soldier truck, and when we went by the station, we gave our name to the soldier that when we came out of the truck, then we went into the line and we go inside the station and give our name again. I remember the inspector lady said to us, you people are so lucky. You're not lucky, God. God, when the pan of sight tonight, if the police never come, you hold on to them tonight. So even at the time when the inspector lady said that to me, me wonder why she said that. Because, we still never know what was going on. Until we used the bathroom and we came back around and they said they're going to take us upstairs that we can sit, and after a while they would check who need help or whatever we need and so on, calm me down, and then they would came up and said to us, there's a lady died with her throat slash and two dead or one dead. We said, Jesus, no. That's where we got a shock. Because we said, dead? Woman throat slash? We said, no, this is not real, something wrong. And they know who were inside. They started to tell us what was happening inside and all those stuff. That's how we have an idea of what was taking place. We outside have no idea, no knowledge of what was taking place before we went there. We were like a lamb led to the slaughter.
So you have mixed feelings now as to...
Yes.
Even though on one side you are thinking that the fact that what transpired in the church on Sunday night would have showed him up to be a monster.
Well, I wouldn't really say showing up to say a monster, because I don't really come to the fact and knowledge up until this moment what really take place.
So you're still searching for the truth?
I would like to know the truth. Definitely, I would like to know the truth behind all of this.
But now that he's gone.
But now that he's gone, he died here. There is no truth for us to know. And what we were really in, or what we were really up against.